Ex-Munster player almost happy. With their Champions Cup elimination lists, what must happen to arrest downward spiral? Former Ireland back rower David Corkery has claimed he is almost happy Munster are out, following their dramatic Investec Champions Cup exit, and hopes the result will send shock waves through the structures of the province. Rather than have a Champions round of 16 fixture to look forward to in April, eliminated Munster will instead travel to Exeter for a Challenge Cup tie, following their 31-29 defeat at home to Castors. This scenario has left Corkery, the ex-Munster and Bristol forward, believing that administrators at the Irish province must now take the blame for embracing mediocrity and allowing the club to fall away from competing at the top end in Europe. In a scathing column following the Round 4 pool loss, he also called on the IRFU to take off the blue-tinted glasses of Leinster and instead allow all 4 provinces to flourish. Shock waves. Leinster are now the only Irish representative in this season's Champions Cup knockout stages, and they are again expected to dominate Andy Farrell's Ireland squad when it is announced this Wednesday for the Six Nations campaign that will start away to France on February 5. Shooting from the hip, Corkery claimed, "Whatever it was that led to Munster crashing out of the Champions Cup in the pool stages, I hope it now sends shock waves through the structures of the province. I'm almost happy Munster are out because now maybe those in the boardroom might be forced to shoulder a portion of the blame." In any professional organization, there comes a time when those who are responsible for preparing the profit and loss spreadsheets must answer to the shareholders. In this case, those shareholders are the Munster supporters whose numbers and commitment are waning with each fruitless season. All too often, it's the coaching staff and players sent to face the firing squad. Munster's demise has to lie in the hands of those who write the checks, implement the blueprints, and offer the contracts. Munster's exclusion from the top table of Europe's elite rugby clubs is a direct result of embracing mediocrity. Unless somebody stands up and fights, Munster's demise will only continue in a downward spiral. Corkery went on to express his frustration that all he seems to hear from the rugby administrators is how money is still owed for the rebuilding of Thomond Park, and that the professional is too expensive to run. Maybe, if the IRFU took off the blue-tinted glasses of Leinster and allowed for all 4 provinces to flourish, they wouldn't always be moaning and groaning about the costs associated with running the game, he said. For many a year, we have had to sit and watch the Munster team battle with a squad that has lacked quality, depth, and international experience. For well over a decade, the Munster teams that have taken to the pitch have been so ill-equipped it is a credit to the players' unwavering resilience and mental toughness that they have even been able to compete at the level they do. The time for accommodating Leinster's hand-me-downs, pension-seeking foreigners, and bringing back players because they have a romantic affiliation with the province must very quickly become a thing of the past. Rather than just air his dismay, Corkery provided his list of what needs to change with the squad that Kiwi coach Clayton McMillan has at his disposal following his arrival last summer from the Chiefs. Munster must sign quality first-team international players, he insisted. McMillan needs a new front and back row, a young cocky fly-half that will keep Jack Crowley looking over his shoulder, and a second row that likes hurting people would help too. Gavin Coombs needs to become a human wrecking ball. Calvin Nash, Shane Dolly, Craig Casey, Crowley, and Alex Nankivell are all high-quality players out wide. Thomas Ahern, Edwin Edogbo, and Brian Gleeson have all the attributes needed to become top internationals. Munster's lineout also must become a reliable weapon. If I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't put €1 on Munster to win 2 consecutive lineouts in any game. I guess the dream will always live on with those who love Munster Rugby, but the reality is nothing but a nightmare with the odd ray of hope.